Welcome to Black Hollywood Live. We are covering Greenleaf, Season 2, Episode 7, Born to Trouble.
Hey.
That came in like perfectly.
Yeah.
And this is actually gospel music, folks.
Really?
Toby Mac.
Okay, hey.
Sounds like Justin Bieber, Shaka's favorite singer.
I'm done. A little bit of church.
Top
But anyways, just in case you guys didn't hear, that's Toby Mac. Feel it. But my name is TK Trinidad. We have a lot to cover, a lot of drama going on. But before we get to that, my lovely and handsome co-host,
Shaka Smith. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Shaka Strong.
And my name is Raquel Harris. You can find me on all social media at Raquel Harris TV.
Hey guys, I'm Nakia Monet. You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
Ow.
TK laughs every time I say Kiki Boom Boom.
man, I can't believe
catchy.
I don't like these mid-season. I don't like it. That's why I stopped watching TV.
Next week?
Yeah.
Oh,
too
man.
much.
Yeah. Then they have you wait.
Man.
Then
You
you're
don't
pissed off at a lot of characters.
It's weird.
So
yeah.
I just don't like it a lot. But we're gonna
Yeah.
get into it. So let's just do character by character.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's start with Charity and Kevin.
Girl.
Girl, but girl. No, literally, because that's as soon as we were watching it, girl.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? No, it's shocking.
Yeah,
You were so
I
pressed.
was just like...
Charity.
Isn't this what you want?
Wanted? Yeah,
But-
I'm over Charity. I'm done with her.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Divorce.
We're
It's
done.
like,
But I know women and men, like I know people
Yeah.
who are like that. They say they don't want something, and then they finally get it, and they're like, oh,
True, but this is
that's-
divorce, though. This
Right,
is
this is serious.
Yeah.
This is like forever, like and ever.
Forever.
well, maybe she was
Okay.
maybe she was hoping that he would like fight it.
yeah.
You know
He
how
did
they-
fight it.
Yeah, but maybe she was hoping like he'd fight it a little bit more because he did fight it. He fought it for the amount of time that a sane person should.
Right.
But
Yeah.
maybe she was hoping for that insane person that's like, no, I'm not going to sign it.
I don't see that because it was so. I mean, she couldn't even make love to the dudes. I mean, at that point.
He definitely tried.
Yeah.
She requested the divorce, but I think it's a natural thing where,
You're bitter.
because imagine if she sat at that table and was like, yes, this is amazing. Thank you so much, Kevin. Woohoo. Like,
Well,
Yeah, but-
I think it was just
It's
one of
still
those.
death.
No, but not even
relationship.
that, though. I'm talking about when she comes back in to talk about coming to the memorial.
And he's like, no. What do you mean? Yeah.
Not only have you just told your family my big secret,
that's
but
shady.
and now you want me to come to a family function that's like
Right, exactly.
also awkward.
And
yeah.
your mom has it out for me.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I would still, if I was Charity, not if I was Charity, if I was Kevin, I would still want to go just because I still see them as my family. I would be embarrassed.
really?
I
Well,
would
no,
not
no.
know.
I mean, I wouldn't want, for embarrassment purposes, I wouldn't want to, but because faith is a part of the family, and it's just you're coming together as a family just to remember someone. It's a powerful
But you
situation.
remember Lady Mae just put in the contract that they're
She's
gonna
not-
fire him and kick him out the door.
No, for sure. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, it's a
From Kevin-
double-edged sword because you'd want to be there for the family, you'd want to be there for faith and for
Yeah.
you know, and for that serious matter. But at the same time, you're saving face because you don't even want to like
Not
deal
me,
with
he
that.
probably got to think they don't want to see him.
Right. Well, no, I mean, well, Mac is-
Unfortunately, he's going to have to see them for the rest of his life because now they have this
To a
exactly.
baby.
degree, but not like at a
Yeah, not to-
memorial.
no,
Yeah,
well,
no.
yeah, no. Was it necessary? No, he
Yeah.
doesn't have to.
And right after for her to
Yeah.
walk in there. Like, come
Yeah,
on. Like,
I
you
just
know what you
really-
just-
So I know we just got divorced, but
But will you-
want to hang?
And this is why men like will say like, "Oh, women don't know what they want all the time," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, Charity, you just kind of
Maybe she was
the
just trying to
point.
keep it friendly, because they saw
Yeah,
that
but you have
newborn
to
baby.
let you
Yeah.
just the relationship. So they had the kid, and how long? I don't know how long they were married for, but I want to say it's at least 5 years or into that in that realm of
Category,
things.
yeah.
And they probably dated for a while.
Right.
So that relationship, even if you had a bad relationship, you're still gonna mourn it.
Yeah.
It seems like okay, he's having a bad day because now he has to move out of the house. He has to find a spot. You know.
potentially a new job."
Potentially
Yeah.
a new job and all this other stuff. Your mother just threatened me, like all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think with that situation too, he knows because you know how some families, no matter if you're blood or not, they're gonna accept you regardless of their
Right.
crazy son or daughter.
Yeah.
That's not that family.
No.
Yeah.
They're gonna all
Nope.
they're gonna all rally
Nope.
behind Charity. So he knows that
Yeah.
that's not his family once he crosses the other side of being divorced.
Yeah.
So I think he has that feeling
true.
like, okay, I'm gonna, mourn it in my way, but I need to move on because
Yeah.
these are not my people.
And then
And
but she said, "Don't be that way."
Well,
Don't be that way.
Some people enter a relationship and act like they're still in it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and she's obviously in
That
it.
person.
And Jabari's gone, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. So she's feeling some type of
Jabari
way.
and the choir director.
Yeah.
Yes. So now she has to put all her attention into
So
Kevin.
one
and
person that gave her the attention that she needed.
I like Charity, but she was just kind of doing too much.
yeah, and then she's like, oh, I can't never do anything right.
I need to see how she acts next episode, because right now, I'm done.
Yeah, we're divorcing
So
from
we're
Charity too.
divorcing Charity. We're all over
Right.
Charity
Yeah.
right now.
We're all
Okay.
separated. Maybe come back right.
Yeah.
Separate.
So let's see if Kevin moves on with Aaron.
Ooh.
What? I mean,
It's like, oh my, I was
They're giving
excited.
the looks. They're going.
Let me tell
well,
you.
Okay.
the way they film it, I almost feel like they already got together, and I forget that it was just a couple of.
True.
It's really
Yeah.
great the way they directed.
That is true because when they're sitting down next to each other, it's one of those like awkward like moments like, okay, we did it.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Say
You
anything?
you vibe with people though. Like when
That's what I was about to
you
say.
naturally like if you see someone cute at the store, you may not have ever had a history together,
Right.
but you know when
The
someone likes you
conversation.
or
Right.
if it's an energy, it's like, oh, okay.
Because when Aaron
Cool.
first got there, I felt like he was giving him the look like, okay, he's
Yeah.
kind of cute.
Yeah.
Your marriage is messing up. Can I
Yeah.
come in?
I'll be her divorce lawyer, but call me.
right. But slide in them DMs.
Yeah, like, is that the game?
So do you think that Aaron because like what it seemed like Lady Mae had the contract drawn up, but she didn't have it based, like she didn't have anything written that said he was gay. So do you think Aaron just knows because of gaydar, or he
Gaydar.
knows,
I think he just has gaydar.
Well, it could be
Well,
both,
I mean-
because Lady Mae could have easily put it in some nice flowery metaphor. it's just,
Yeah, I mean, you know when someone's feeling you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the case, and also too, I mean, Aaron's probably like, Kevin's a good-looking guy. I'm single. You're newly single.
Yeah.
And obviously he's not bothered by the baby. So I
But I
mean,
was gonna say, I wonder, like, I wonder if it's gonna go any further, because
Right.
if I'm living in,
yeah.
Lady Mae's home,
So much in that house.
Yeah.
am I gonna be getting with this guy who just divorced her daughter and the baby?
what a twist though. I mean, that would be the ultimate clapback. That would be like the Black
That'd be
China of
awesome.
all.
The Black China.
That would be the clapback of for real. I mean, but at the same time, I feel like Kevin deserves to be happy, the situation is unfortunate, but if he found someone that he loved in him,
Yeah.
So you think he might move back in the house with Aaron?
I don't think he moved. I think Aaron and
Wait,
them.
does Aaron live in the house?
Yeah.
For now, he does.
Yeah, he lives in Jacob's room. Jacob's
Wow, I
It's
just
like-
realized who Aaron. Wow.
Yeah.
It just came together.
So
That's what makes it great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
It's like they're all under one roof and there's so much happening in that one house.
And no one talks to each other. That's
Yeah.
what's crazy too, is that they
Yeah.
all live underneath one roof and they all have separate secrets that they're hiding from one another.
And secrets that, like, people should know. Like, you
Yeah,
know?
okay. Because I felt like that was. Do you mind me getting on Gigi and
I
Lady
do
Mae?
mind.
Okay,
You're
go.
good.
No,
Yeah. She's like, Gigi and.
no, because
I do mind, actually.
No, because okay, Lady Mae, let this child go upstairs and go to her room. She is tired of you. She obviously sees where you stand with the whole Mac situation.
Right.
I don't want to look at pictures with you either, of Faith. Like I understand that you're my mother and I'm going to respect you as so, and
Right.
as a human being also. But at the same time, we've had this discussion about Mac and about Faith and about the situation. Please leave me alone.
But see, this was my favorite scene, actually, the entire
Same,
entire
same.
show.
Emmy for
Because-
Lynn Whitfield.
Because it was all about perspective. It was Lady Mae's coming at this from, I've been abused by my father.
Right,
right.
I know what's going on. She forgot in that moment that no one else knows about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so her perspective is, I'm going not only through the death of my daughter, but through the death of myself when I went through this type of
Right.
abuse. I know this thing. And not telling Gigi is what's holding back that family
Exactly.
relationship.
Yeah.
Exactly.
However,
exactly.
the fact that she did invite Gigi to come and sit with,
I actually like that.
Yeah.
She doesn't do that all the time.
But if I was Gigi, I'd be like, why now? Because her memoriam's tomorrow. Like tomorrow, like
And
I
maybe.
don't want it.
But I feel like that was a real genuine moment because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
never see May show any
her,
type of
yeah.
affection or love
Yeah.
to Gigi. So when she said it, they were both all in a happy place. And I think Lady May even called herself a little bit
Yeah.
because she was super genuine. She's like, come look at the pictures with us. And I get it, like, Gigi had a really long day and this is really tough because of the memorial. But I was like, all right, Lady May.
And who wouldn't go do that with your mother?
Yeah.
She lost a daughter.
but partially because of Lady Mae.
But in reality, the reality is we're right here now. I lost a sister. You lost a daughter.
Right.
Let's just sit for a few
I'm just
minutes.
realistically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. I forget what quote that
the serpent
Gigi.
one? Oh.
Gigi had said to someone like, okay, this is all in the past, let's pray it away, let's do all this.
Right.
And then she says, I look at you, and it brings it all back.
Yeah.
It's your mother, of course. You
Yeah.
love your mother, you want that relationship, but unfortunately it's tarnished. It's gotten to a point where I don't think there's any coming back from that.
I think once Gigi knows what Lady Mae's gone through, because I think
There-
a lot of
Yeah, maybe so.
I think a lot of her animosity comes from the fact that she thinks Lady Mae has lived this perfectly beautiful
Yeah.
life and
Well,
can't
she
even
carries herself.
relate.
She's quoting Bible scriptures and she's threatening people all in one day. So I mean,
She's the
and you
queen.
know those people who quote the Bible scriptures. You're like, like, and
Like
then they
Daisy?
get it on point too. Like they
Yeah.
do it to your life. You're like,
So you're like,
okay, that's you're walking on water, and
Yeah.
obviously I'm not. You know, so she gives herself that air,
Yeah.
but it's just kind of I don't know. I kind of feel like if you're living in the house. Then maybe she hopes that there's going to be a possibility between
Right.
her and her mom, because if she thought there was no possibility, and the whole thing with Mac, she doesn't necessarily have to live in the house.
Yeah. No, she doesn't.
True.
She
But
doesn't.
I really liked that moment. I was like,
That
yes,
was my
Lady Mae's
favorite.
reaching out for like 2 seconds,
Yeah.
and it's like either one of them will try and the other one will shut it down.
And she
It's
caught herself.
unfortunate.
She realized, oh wait, she doesn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's like,
she said,
Oh.
that's no one knows my secret.
So let's move on to Mac and Lorraine.
Okay.
Let me
'cause-
tell you about Lorraine. Let me tell you
I
about
like,
Lorraine.
I like Lorraine though. I mean,
She's an
I do too, but Lorraine deep down knows something is wrong.
Yeah.
Even though she's supporting her man and she's like, oh, these are all lies, but she wouldn't have checked that phone if deep down inside she didn't think he
But
did something wrong.
Did she check it or did she kind of like see it?
She
checked her
went in
phone.
his
You picked his
pocket.
phone up.
She
I
went
didn't- I
and she
missed
was
the
struggling.
pocket
She
part.
was like,
And I'm thinking to myself, first of all, Lorraine, how long have
Too
we
old
been
to be
together?
doing that.
Okay, but see, and that's
that's why
what
she
I'm
knew
listening
something.
to.
That's deep down inside. If this was a secure, confident woman, she was like, oh, base phone's going off. But the fact that she knows that he's up to no good.
But imagine how quick. I mean, gave that smooth answer. Call her if you like.
But he's a liar, naturally.
But she didn't know that. So it's just like,
Right.
call her if you like. So to me, that's almost the way Lady Mae approached the whole abuse. Where like maybe something tells her something's going on, but like
Right.
you never saw enough. Mac lied well enough. Like,
Right.
He gave you just enough for you to hang on to that part
truth.
that
Yeah.
you wanted
Yeah.
to believe in.
I feel like Lorraine may be the person to help Gigi.
Yo,
I
she-
know
I
that's
think
like a
she is.
prediction,
Oh,
but
yeah.
just because I feel like
a good
even though she
prediction.
believes
Yeah.
Mac or she's there for Mac, I feel like deep down inside she knows something isn't up, and
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what's making her so nervous. Like, oh, let me check the phone.
And you can tell she's like kind of a no-nonsense woman. So the minute she gets some real confirmation,
Okay.
I feel like she's gonna go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that too, but then I think that it seems to me like it's like loneliness is that's the weakness. So it's like, it seems like a small town, everybody knows each other. I'm just gonna give her a possible scenario. Her husband might have died, or she never married, she didn't have any kids.
Yeah.
And now here's Mac.
A situation
He's-
that's
yeah,
new.
a situation. They probably not following the Bible, so they're doing a little something.
Yeah.
So it's just
Especially
like
Mac.
yeah.
Okay.
So here's this situation, and you want to hope for them. It's just like if you get together with somebody like a bad guy,
Right.
Yeah.
Like he's doing drugs, but you're gonna hope for the best that you're gonna save him. And it's like nah, this.
Nah, I gotta
Yeah.
let it go,
What's
Lorraine.
happening?
So I feel
Yeah.
like
When-
she's gonna
When she
keep
finds
watching
out,
him.
though, when she
Like,
finds out,
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
she's gonna keep tabs on him.
Yeah.
Because that was just a little thing, and if she keeps asking him questions like, "What's that? What are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
And to have Grace come up to her that part at the car, I know for me, like even if I do believe my man, and I'm gonna
Wait, was that her though?
I think that was
I don't
her.
know. That was a different girl.
Was that her?
She was
girl?
a young. That I was gonna say that chick. But anyway, that chick was younger. It's a younger.
Oh, in the car, that wasn't Lorraine.
That wasn't like that was
Okay.
another one.
Sorry, I thought it was Lorraine.
That
Because I'm
one-
like, if this young lady's coming up to me, because
Yeah.
she seems to know
yeah.
who Gigi and the family is.
Gigi ran her off.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm gone.
That's because
Would you come back? And somebody
No,
started.
that's why I'm like, if Lorraine is okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to be with someone who I thought because I don't want to. You never want to blame someone who's not really
Right.
at fault.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I saw like a whole bunch of news articles going out,
That's enough. Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't really want to be a part of this at all.
Something's not adding up.
Ah.
Someone can't be lying here.
Yeah.
Right.
I think what plays in that role is the fact that he's a black male, and given the fact of how they portray black men in media,
Right.
you want
The black woman of always.
Yeah,
is
you want to
there.
give him the benefit of the doubt. It's
Right.
like, oh, well, maybe because she doesn't. How it seems like she doesn't know the family. She just knows what he tells her.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like you meet somebody and they're saying, "Man, my baby mom is crazy." It's like, nah, she's crazy for a reason.
Yeah,
Okay.
you made
She
her
wasn't
crazy.
crazy
Yeah.
before
Right.
you.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Just saying.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
And the look on Lorraine's face when he was on the phone, like he was just on the phone. She had no idea who he was talking to.
She was-
Right.
She was.
Is what they saying true?
yes.
Right. I'm like, how long y'all been
It
dating?
could also be that she's cheated on.
Okay, but girl, that doesn't give you the right to go through any.
I totally-
I'm glad you
Yeah.
did.
I totally
Yeah.
agree with you, but
I think she's suspicious.
Come on,
I think she is suspicious. Like, I
but
think
she believes him, but she's just like,
Right.
just to make sure.
She's like,
I'm gonna go through your phone every chance I get, no
And
matter
if you
what.
have to do that, you're always gonna find something you don't want to see.
Yeah.
And now he has to keep coming up with all these new lies. But Mac is quick. He's quick on
he
his
was
feet.
quick.
Yeah.
He
I was like,
is.
damn,
He's
he's
been doing it
good.
for
I was like, that
years.
one works. I was like, that works for me.
manipulative.
Right. He's been doing it for years, so I hope he's good at it.
So let's move on
To teach Jacob.
Oh gosh, let's move on to Mac and Michaela.
Oh.
Do you think he did something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
What?
I don't know either.
So
Clearly.
I think it might not have been something sexual. Like it could have been something awkward. So say you walked into the house and she could have been laying on his lap or something that you would take. Like you would say that's wrong,
Nope.
but I don't think it was anything
They did it.
sexual.
I think they
They
did
did it.
something, but she doesn't
I don't think there
it's
was
wrong.
No, I
penetration.
think they did it.
I think they did it too, but because
Yeah.
because where she comes from and her mom's on the meds, and I don't think she's received that type of love to her. Because remember they were in the
I
apartment.
think it was
and
consensual.
I think it was consensual.
Like,
Yeah.
but
And
as
I
much
think
as it
for
can
her,
be at
she's
16,
like
you know.
in like with Mac.
Right.
That's why she's on the phone with
probably
him. And
thinks
remember,
she's
she's like,
like,
"Can I have some of that whiskey?" when he was
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah.
So
I
I think she thinks this is okay.
Yeah.
I think she feels uncomfortable with it, but it was consensual.
I
think
so, too.
Or consensual enough that she doesn't feel she could say that it was anything more.
He raped her.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I think he did
so-
something.
I totally agree.
Because for a few weeks, I'm like, what happened to that young lady that he bought
Because
upstairs?
it might have been that she had the whiskey passed out, and then
Yeah.
in the morning she knew, but like he was nice to her, and they continued some. You know,
Yeah.
No.
But either way,
I know what you mean, TK. But I do agree with it. Does seem weird. I do think she's in love with him,
Right.
and it has to have led from something, or he
Yeah.
was good to her in some
was
type
she
of
not
way.
about to like bawl in that car?
Well, and then
was
she also
about to
said-
cry.
Yeah.
Like,
She also said my mom is tripping.
Yeah.
So we don't know what her
What
situation
the
is.
situation
But when
is.
Gigi says, if he did do something, would you tell me? She's like, even if I wouldn't even know what that
I'm saying-
is like.
But she know, like I don't know.
She knows.
It's so foreign to if you've never even had the situation.
Right.
When someone goes, "Has this old person touched you?" You'd be
Right.
like, no. What are you talking? Like,
Right.
The idea
Yeah.
is just like, what are you? That's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
She's
Right.
over there like, no. Like,
But also too, he probably knows that Gigi will do her homework and will eventually come across her at some point, and he just wants to cross all his T's and dot his I's. So you never know. I mean, and on top of that, she immediately called him afterwards.
Well, I
So
think
she-
I think he
I
knows how to
think-
groom these young girls.
Right.
And he grooms
like
them
true,
that way.
like a true predator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he grooms them to make sure that they are emotionally tied to him.
Yeah.
And they feel that there's probably a financial tie to.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
Or that
I
he's
don't know, but then
saving
it
them.
seemed like obviously probably Lorraine's a cover, but then it seems like with so much heat on him right now, why would he
Even risk it.
even risk it? Like it felt like when she called him, he hadn't spoken to her in a very, very long
Yeah.
time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I definitely see both ways. Of course, the whole grooming thing, but I kind of almost hope for the storyline.
Right.
He didn't.
Wait, are you saying
Meaning-
why would he risk what?
Why would he risk being in contact with her?
Yeah.
Oh, she called him.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
but-
it seemed like she hadn't spoken to
Right.
she hadn't spoke to him in a very long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it just
I
seems
think just like
why
a
would he
true
risk that?
predator, because there's some people who, when you watch the news and you're like, I can't believe they would, crazy, like, sorry, like, one time I was in a Starbucks, crazy, and a guy had his laptop up, busy Starbucks, and he was watching porn, and I'm saying to myself, bruh, this is a busy Starbucks, and his back was turning. So I'm like, why would you risk that? But I think some people don't think something. I think they're like, there's nothing wrong. Who cares?
Right.
What has he done? I feel like even if
Starbucks
nothing
was
happened,
this?
when he was on the phone with the young lady and Lorraine came in, why not just say, hey, this is a troubled young lady that I've been working with, even though I know.
That's gonna sound.
I know, but
This is a troubled young lady.
Yeah. And if you're doing something wrong, you're gonna lie, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Or if they're doing something right. Have you guys seen Kevin Hart's movie? He talks about it.
But if he had really been
She's like,
talking,
no.
If he had really been talking to a troubled
I'm
young
trying to-
lady, he'd have been like, I'm talking to a troubled young lady. Why don't we both go down and meet her
That's
tomorrow?
what
We
I'm
both
saying.
go down
Like,
and
keep
hang
it
out
real.
with her
You know what? I
tomorrow.
worked with. She lived in my building. Her mother's horrible.
And we'll
Would
both
you,
go see
since
her.
you're a woman, can you come with me and?
Well, she's probably groomed enough to be able to do that.
Huh?
I feel like the young lady is groomed enough to be able to do that, to
Right.
sit in front of anyone and act like nothing
No,
is
'cause
happening.
you saw how she was with Gigi. So, and then Lorraine's gonna be there trying to get to the bottom of stuff.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, to your point as far as the grooming, it seems like predators always take the weakest link.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys had this conversation.
home
with,
life,
yeah,
yeah.
with your mom. My mom always like from like a small age. It's like, did anybody make sure nobody does this?
All
like
day.
all
yeah.
day. So I was very much aware of that.
Of what was going
Of what
on.
was going on, or
Stranger danger.
even the sign of, okay, this is I don't.
Something's
you're in my
uncomfortable.
space.
Right.
Yeah. So that was my parents were very, very protective,
Yeah.
as they should be.
Right.
So it obviously seems like she comes from a bad home. So that's where the weakest link.
And he knew it. He's been preying on her when she was sitting in the front lobby, and he'd be walking back and forth. And the fact that the girl at the front desk kind of knew something, but
she
didn't
just
say anything. I guess she was just like, let me mind my
Snitches get
business.
But she also sounded genuine. She just
She
thought
did.
he was
Yeah,
helping, and she knew that the girl had a bad home life.
Yeah.
So it was like, she's like, oh,
Yeah,
here's a
but then
nice.
it's a young girl and an older guy.
That's my thing.
But he's in the church, right? So people go. I would go, oh, there's Pastor, or not Pastor McCready, but there's the church guy that's on the board. I wouldn't find it. Depending on how bad the home life is, I wouldn't find it. If the girl, if I felt she couldn't even be home because her mom's insane, it would make sense that she went to the neighbor.
Right, but that's the same thing with like. In those situations, though, and I don't know if the security person's familiar with the church or even certain situations. If the man's in, like, if you're in the doctor's office and it's a male doctor, he'll bring in a female nurse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it's her neighbor though?
But I'm just saying, like, this is how you protect yourself.
Right.
So-
If you're a regular person,
especially
you
as
would
a
never.
grown man and as a young woman, and there are people who are really genuinely trying to help these young people.
What would I do?
But you never want to be in a situation, especially
Right.
as a black man in 2017.
Oh,
you would
well.
never want to be stuck.
Yeah.
And what is she? She's a non-black girl.
So if I'm like Karen,
I think she's a little.
I mean, regardless if she's black, white, whatever, you don't want to be stuck with anyone.
I
but
think if it happened once,
Right.
If she came over the next time, okay, this.
because if I'm the caring
good.
mother, I'm going to the security guard like, hey, by the way, come with me in my apartment while we call her mom, because he knows he's a grown man, and he even if he is genuine, he has to know back in his mind like it may not look right to someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
Mac ain't never up to no good.
Well, what do you think about the flower situation?
That was so. I did not think he would ever sink that low. As obviously, I mean, I don't know how low you can get as a rapist.
Right.
But I mean, that's the ultimate low.
Ooh, check that. That's another every week.
I mean, that is the low point. But no, I mean, I just that was disappointing for me because I just felt like you'd have some type of shame. And you didn't. And you just said, I don't care about the family. I don't care about Faith's memory. I want to do this. And because really, do you really feel bad? Do the flowers really mean your sadness or your remorse? Or are you doing this just to be...
Well, I hope it somewhat opens up a conversation about mental health because I almost believe, because when he talked to Mae, it almost felt like he genuinely divorces this idea that he did something.
nothing
Or not
wrong.
even divorce.
Yeah,
you lied to yourself and
so
then
you believe
You believe
that
it for
you
so
did anything
long.
But in the meantime, like, you still remember because Michaela's on the phone with you, so you still kind of know.
Exactly. I just think even if he wanted to, and even after he talked to his sister out of the respect, and you know that Gigi and the family can't stand you right now, after your sister told you no, you should have just deaded it and said, you know what, let me at my own time pay my respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think in his mind he's like, let me do what I think an innocent person should
Yeah.
do.
Right.
Exactly.
Because he thinks he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Right. Or he's selling that story.
He's
So
trying
I
to sell
need
it, yeah.
exactly. So I need to do everything that I can.
I think Lorraine's his beard, his cover up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. He likes Lorraine, but he prefers
Michaela.
I was gonna.
Michaela.
Anyways, we'll move on.
Right.
Basie and Jacob.
Basie. He had a little coming out party this time. I thought Basie really.
Basie was on fire.
Yeah.
This
You
episode.
said it a little coming out party.
Basie don't stop.
He reminded me of
Right.
almost like George Jefferson. I loved this episode.
Right.
He's like little like George Jefferson.
And like
The
the
honey
swagger
badger,
and got that little I
The
liked
honey
it.
badger don't. I can't. Look.
Honey Badger don't care.
Right. The G-rated version.
I don't know. Like Basie, you know how somebody's just convinced in just living a certain life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jacob, like I just want to share. Like I don't understand. And the thing that really irritated me is because like if somebody's a follower, then you can't really fault them for being a follower.
Yeah.
But then the fact that the deputy Leonard comes to Jacob and says, hey, I'd be giving Mac a job, and he pretty much manhandles Deputy Leonard, but he can't see that Basie's doing something wrong. I'm like.
Well, he's trying to. I feel like he's also the middleman in that sense. Whereas I guess Basie's his employer. So
Yeah,
I totally agree. I'm just trying to like level out why he would react
And plus,
that
it was
way.
about Faith, and it was nice to see him stand up for something
Yeah.
without any.
Okay.
I was like,
Jacob's a
finally,
leader
Jacob.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
Good morning. You woke up, Jacob.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's just really that was like a really frustrating part to me because I'm like.
Yeah, why can't you? Because Basie's obviously crazy. I really think deep down inside he's gonna either have an ulterior motive when it comes to Basie, or maybe he's trying to secretly take him down. Jacob, yeah.
To me,
Or maybe he just got passionate because that is his baby sister.
Yeah.
Whose
That's what I think it
rapist
was.
is walking the street.
Yeah, he's like.
And
He's out
you're
here.
trying to offer this man a job, talking about it's the Christian thing to do.
Right.
That was like
After
a slap.
Deputy Leonard goes and sits at a table and
Come on.
And so
Jesus must be on the mountain.
Quoting Bible quotes and y'all gambling. Don't tell me about that's a Christian thing to do when this man raped my little sister.
Yeah, I
so I think that's why he was so passionate.
Him, yeah. I think he's still invested in Basie. I think maybe not after this episode,
right.
But I think he was still kind of, Basie's quoting scripture. Even when they got no money, and Basie said, well, we're going to pray on it, brother. He was like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what.
I guess it's like that woman who or her boyfriend keeps cheating on her. And he's like, this time
I'm good.
Or actually, let's take that way. You trying to lose weight, and you're like, this time I'm not getting ice cream. This time I'm not getting.
I got it. I also think he doesn't want to. I think he doesn't quickly want to fold and run home to daddy and mommy. I think he wants to do something and prove something to them.
Right.
And even though he knows Basie is not ish.
Yeah.
I think he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna go home just yet.
But the thing is, he doesn't have to go home.
True.
But
I think he doesn't want the whole "we told you so" type thing.
And it doesn't sound like seem like they have a ton of money. So like, if he can't stay in the house Basie gave him, or that he's working with, then where's
I
he
feel
gonna
like
go?
this entire show is just based off of everyone's pride.
Yeah.
If all the problems would be solved if everybody just put their pride aside and said, okay, this happened to me, this is why I did that to you.
Right.
It's just a circle of just mess.
I think it also reflects a little bit of like in Christianity, you pray to God and you want a sign and you think and so maybe to Jacob it's sort of like, well, Basie came out of nowhere and he doesn't want to put me in as a leader of this church, and I know he's making this money this way, but he's winning, so maybe God has provided this as a way for him to make the money to the church.
He better
But you're reading the wrong Bible. Yeah, okay.
But you ever have those struggles where you're not sure if something's happening because of God, or because you should be moving away from it?
True.
But if you know God isn't for gambling and lying and using the church's money to benefit you, then how? I just feel like common sense needs to be
he doesn't use the church's money to benefit him. He's taking that money and he's
doubling it, but at the same
build a church.
But I don't think God said, "Oh yeah, that's cool."
And Carissa kind of gave him
I think you get those moments where you pray and you're like not sure.
Right.
And the thing too is everybody has their vice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like for the person that the gambling's the issue, the next person's nobody's nobody's following all the commandments.
Right.
So I guess people feel like, okay, well, I got all these 9, but this one, I'm struggling.
I'm struggling.
And remember, Jacob's not gambling because he likes it or because it's like his thing. He's gambling because he really thinks this is going to save the church.
Right.
Yeah.
And and Basie's like, this is how I've been doing.
I think he has an eye on Basie because remember, Carissa kind of schooled him to what she and Tasha were speaking about.
Yeah.
So I think in the back of his mind, he knows Basie's not so good, but I think he's hoping a little bit, but I also think he wants to take him down himself.
But I think now he knows because he would say that was the church's money.
Yeah.
Well, brother, it was.
Well,
right? He said absolutely.
I can't stand Basie, but for some reason this episode,
I loved him.
He entertained me a lot.
Yeah.
But whose money did he think it was before? Because how Basie worded it the last episode, he's like, I'm doubling the money, and you put it under. So
he wanted confirmation, like that money you lost, that was the church's money. Okay, I just need to know.
Okay, and that's good. You should be like that sometimes.
Zora and the whole crew, they just need to become missionaries.
Zora, can we talk about
Let's go with Zora.
Sophia?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I ask. I always because Zora is not. I can't believe her. Like she's really it's like she just really doesn't believe I ruined your birthday or I did something that was negative on your birthday.
People like that though.
Yeah.
I mean,
really legit think they do
in that
nothing
family,
wrong.
No, for sure. But I guess I just feel like you're creating yourself to be a monster when you get older. It's so sad. No, really. I'm just thinking to myself, Sophia first went to her, approached her, and then said sorry. Said sorry for trying to make you be at her party.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
But that
me?
just shows you they're two different personalities, and where they come from, and
also I still say the allure of young love.
Yeah.
She's in love. She's caught up
things.
in something. She's caught up in a.
And you think about it, say, if you think back to your earlier relationships, hopefully as adults, we should learn from these experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So, we often do some stupid things. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping, obviously this show's not going to be on for 20 years, but I'm hoping this can be one of those situations where she realizes, or it could be.
Oprah.
Throw it up.
Yeah, throw it up.
Throw it up.
But it could be one of those situations where you make mistakes. We're not born perfect. So I definitely see that situation. But again, if she was 20 something years old or 30 something years old, I would not. That would not. Roll.
I just. Zora, I just need you to get it together because I'm rooting for you too. We were rooting for you, Sophia. Sophia was rooting for you. No, seriously, like that disappointed me because I'm like, girl, you have no reason to be stank right now at all. Like, if anything, and Sophia, go on, girl, do you, and then don't even think about Zora. Honestly, she'll probably get another friend, and then Zora's gonna be mad, and then that she's probably gonna get dumped. By old boy.
I think that relationship will come.
It'll
eventually bring them back together.
Yeah,
but we'll see
when they get
he's
older.
Clearly a ladies' man. Clearly, and he's not getting married anytime soon.
Still remember that wink he gave?
Yeah.
The little wink he gave his boy.
Gosh. Yeah, so much. The Bishop, Lady Mae, and Gigi. What do you think of that whole scenario?
I mean, it always comes down to those three. And so I like seeing their discussions and like how they kind of progress, but they take, I feel like they get to a progression point and then they take like 5 steps back.
Yeah.
So, and it's sad because Gigi is seen as the black sheep of the family, the negative one, but at the same time, she's trying to unveil all these secrets that the family has and really heal them. Yeah. So, I mean, for me, Bishop, I need him to be a little bit more active. You was acting your butt off though, because when he was talking and he was checking, I was like, okay,
I love the Bishop.
You did that, okay. But yeah, I wish that Bishop, I feel like, is like the good angel, and Lady Mae's the devil, because Bishop is not the devil. You guys know what I mean. Yeah. But like whenever Gigi comes to them about a situation, Bishop is always like, I did everything I could. I gave him all the information. Mae's like, why don't you just pray it away? Why don't you just get over it? Why don't you just get over it? And it's like, girl, can you please?
But I thought this was the first episode Lady Mae had like really good advice for her, which was like he's got eternity to answer for. Why don't you pray that he finds on this earth whatever it is?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just for you. That's
True.
So me telling you let it go is not about letting whatever his sins are, but it's about you. Because it's grace is grace for not. She doesn't have grace for Mac.
Yeah.
And you can have grace for people that have done bad things. So.
Play on her name. I know. I just realized that Grace. Okay, that was cute in that writing. Grace.
And then like, what happened to like? There's so many. From season 1 to this season, I feel like there's so many stuff that they didn't answer. Like, Sophia's dad.
Right.
Oh my gosh, what's his name? Noah.
Where
did Noah go? Yeah. Noah didn't move anywhere, as far as I know.
Because it was up in the air.
Yeah.
Noah said
he's. Yeah.
We'll see. I'm sure he'll be back. I'm pretty sure.
It just seemed like they had a lot of other characters
that we could have developed a little bit.
And did Jacob have a wandering eye a little bit?
Oh, with
I thought it was Basie.
Basie, but Jacob took a look.
Miss Brittany, I think that's her name.
Yeah,
right? Jacob could look, but not when Chris is there. Like I think.
Well, I mean, but I think once Jacob starts to look, he goes down the path.
Yeah, but I think this time around, she's gonna be like, "You moved me into the small house. We trying to build this thing. We broke now, and now you're gonna do that? Like that's my thing. It's a very jaded sense of reality. But I'm like, if you're gonna cheat on me, we better be balling. Don't cheat on me and we living in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Dang.
Or from his perspective, he's going, we're broke. Things are not going well with the church. I need something.
Yeah.
But it's like, why do we have to go to that? Why is it not just let me get my life together real quick and fix it and then move on? Like, why does it always, okay, I'm doing bad, I'm gonna do more bad?
Yeah.
Because we all have bad habits we lean on when times get bad.
Well, Jacob, y'all doing great right now. Okay.
I'll give you the perfect example. You had payday, you're close to payday, but you're not yet there. You have $30 in your account. You already have food in your fridge. You good until payday.
Okay.
But something in you says, you can spend that $25.
Yeah.
Nah, baby.
I'm just saying, people do that all the time. And then it comes to the people who are responsible with their money. I'm not lending you any money.
Or you
and they ask you for your money. I'm like, we both working hard here. Like, where's your money at?
Or you have a bad day and you're like, I want to treat myself, knowing you can't really treat yourself. Jacob may want to treat himself.
But cheating.
Jacob may want to treat himself.
But I think I feel like Basie was staring at her just a little bit. I feel like
No, I think they both stared, but the fact is, why is Jacob staring?
I don't think Jacob was staring. I thought he was staring at the situation between them two.
Or Basie being weird.
Yeah, I didn't think. I mean, she was twerking a little bit. Yeah, she was switching. She was switching a little bit, but I thought she was doing that for
Jacob.
Yeah. No.
Basically.
No, yeah.
I have to go back and run the tape.
Yeah.
right. Play it back.
Tapes.
But no,
Slow
I
motion.
don't think Jacob's gonna go down that path again.
hope
I
not.
think he'll be
I
tempted
hope
maybe
not.
later on, but I don't think he'll do it.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Not
But
the
I mean,
way, like,
how it was.
Krista, like,
Carissa, I feel like, would kill him if he did
yeah,
something.
like she's not
that.
going to be the woman that will leave him, but she will make his
Ooh.
life a living hell.
Oh God, I don't
Yeah.
say that. I hope she would, but hey.
Yeah. So
God, that's sickening.
let's go to some predictions.
Yowzers.
I thought that was some.
I know. I thought
Yeah,
it was the
see, I was
music.
like-
I thought it
It's
was
a little AC. Cool it
another
down.
station.
I thought it was the heat because I've been shivering, y'all. Maybe I saw, but I know. Okay, I'm out here cold.
Poor thing.
Okay, predictions, y'all.
Okay, so predictions. I feel like Lorraine may. I'm back on Lorraine because she's on my nerves. I feel like Lorraine may be the person to kind of help Gigi. Like I feel like Gigi, because she feels like she's at this place where nothing is going right and she can't get Mac.
Right.
I feel like a few people may be the people to help Gigi, and it may be Lorraine. Maybe Michaela might open up. Maybe Gigi might find something. But I feel like Lorraine's gonna keep her eye on Mac because Mac is out in these streets blackmailing people trying to
Yeah.
get a job. Like, bruh, come on.
Yeah.
I also feel like Lady Mae has a lot of secrets, and she's
yeah.
up to no good. And I feel like I love Lady, but I love Lady Mae though. But I love Lady Mae, and I feel like a secret may come out. And I feel like again that may bring her and Gigi a little bit closer.
Where's Oprah at?
And where is Auntie?
Yeah.
Where'd she go? Like
She's on a
Oprah may
bender.
come
You know,
back.
she's on a bender right
You know
now.
what I'm saying? So I feel like
You know.
because the mid-season finale is what, next week?
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be focusing more on getting Mac and making sure he goes to jail. So I feel like that's gonna
I
be
don't
the
know.
focus.
I think they're gonna leave everything on a like.
That is true.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do
It's easier to
too.
do a cliffhanger from
That is
mid-season,
true. And then you
yeah.
come back like, no, you have to wait all these
I
months.
have so many things to say.
They want to have all these black people screaming at their TVs next week.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
That's all.
And we'll be those four, a part of those four. But I think that Lorraine is going to be a part of catching Mac. I think that she's either just going to question. I feel like she's going to run into Gigi at some point. I feel like Gigi's going to. I don't know if he'll. I don't know, but I do think that Gigi's going to be getting assistance from Lorraine. I also think that Jacob is going to come on Gigi's team and help because I think he's tired of either hearing about it or just kind of being in it too. So, and I think that was the last straw for him, having someone sent to him and telling him, "Oh, you need to get him a job."
Yeah.
And I think that's it. And I think Zora is going to eventually come to, hopefully, to the reality that that's your cousin. You should love her. You should never put a boy, in front of your cousin. But we never know.
Everybody has to learn
Oh,
their
and quick, and
lessons.
I believe Aaron and Kevin are gonna.
Oh
hook up.
yes, that is.
If they
cute.
haven't already, new relationship.
Yes.
God,
No
sorry.
her bae.
I think for that mid-season finale, I think Aaron and Kevin are gonna get together and they'll be caught.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
gonna
have to
happen.
be.
By like May
Like
or somebody.
immediately caught.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
hope it's not May. I hope it's like
Charity. I hope it's Charity. She deserves a little. She deserves a little.
Charity.
curse.
That whole thing. But and I think that we're gonna end up with Mac free and Gigi in jail next week.
Ooh.
She did that jail drive. She drove off like she's
Yeah.
trying to go to jail.
She did.
Trying to go to jail.
Man, I'm
She's
so
ready
here
to-
for Gigi though.
She's ready to bust some windows out that
She
man's
said
car.
she said no words.
Yeah.
It just gotta go.
And to the point, Sophia got up. Like Sophia just felt it was wrong. She
She
ran
was
out.
like, "Mom,
Come on,
Mom."
Ooh, I'd
You know,
like to see
Gigi at
that.
the beginning of the second season, like,
Yes.
like gangstered out in the
Locked
jail.
up. Let me
Braids,
out.
she got the braids.
Teardrop.
Gucci bright.
Oh,
You never
man.
know.
And then she's gonna really come out and kill
And then she
Mac.
gonna come
Yeah,
for
she'll
Mac.
kill
Now she's gonna learn all the
She's
lessons
had-
she needs to learn.
Okay.
Make a little shit.
Right.
I think that I don't think Mac is that smart because the thing is that it's just anybody's situation. Say you're talking to somebody and you walk in and then they close down their laptop. Like, why? What are you hiding?
True
Right.
story.
So he already knows that she's capable. He already knows that she's capable of. And sometimes I was guilty of this. I no longer do it. I learn my lessons. But you look at the phone and you can't come to that person. You can't do that. And if you're bold to do that, then why are you looking through my phone? So it's the fact that she was bold enough to show him the phone and ask questions. He needs to get rid of her because she's already a problem.
Wait, so
Yeah.
so you think what's gonna happen?
I think on the smarter way, because I think he thinks he's too smart, but he's not seeing
the holes in the
whole
and his
situation.
plan.
Like he actually looked at stuff back. He's like, this chick, I can't have her.
Yeah, if you were good at what you do.
But
Wait,
you're
so
right,
you don't think
he's
he's
not
gonna like do
smart.
anything to Lorraine?
Yeah.
No.
Get rid of the body.
I don't think he's gonna do anything to deter her. Lorraine's probably gonna be his downfall. It's just like if you have a side chick who doesn't act proper, and then all of a sudden she shows up at your work, or at your, you know what I'm saying?
Because side chicks have jobs now.
So
ruining lives.
Yeah,
in their
ruining
bio,
lives.
in their bio. At me at my booking info.
At Leo dot me.
Right.
So I definitely,
Side chicks anonymous.
think, like you guys were saying, Lorraine's definitely she's gonna
Bring him down.
bring Mac down.
Yeah.
I do like that Gigi angle. That
I
would
do
be a
too.
good.
Yeah, I know.
Because she flew off, and then we even see when that preview, we didn't get the full preview,
Right.
but we saw like she pushes him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
already battering.
Think they're gonna have a physical fight?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm actually hoping for like something like physical, like
Yeah.
but Gigi like throws down like some dynasty, like old school dynasty stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's about to go on. Aaron and Kevin, I mean, like I said, Kevin tried. And Charity didn't try, and obviously she had her reasons,
Right.
and
Yeah.
she felt hurt and all this other stuff. But I feel like Kevin's gonna be like, I tried this, and the one woman I really loved, she rejected me, so maybe I should try this other way
Yeah.
and see
And be happy.
and be happy, especially if his mom knows.
And he's
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'd be like, forget this family.
Yeah.
My mama knows.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
baby good.
And he cute.
And the baby family knows.
Right. And the baby good.
Emma got a good job.
At the
We
same,
good.
But at the same time, we saw the vibe, but I could still see Kevin pulling. No, I'm
Yeah.
good. Like
Yeah.
I went to
Yeah.
counseling.
He's gonna keep fighting that,
Yeah,
but I
he
feel
might.
like
That first
Aaron
kiss.
may be that
Yeah.
person that's like,
He's
bruh,
gonna-
calm down.
He's gonna be
I
in the
went to
bedroom.
counseling.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think it's gonna come to an intimate moment, and he's gonna be
Yeah.
like, man, whatever.
As long as they
whatever.
don't do it in Charity's bed or him
That
in
is
Charity's
Yeah,
bed.
Right.
with Nathan
But
around.
actually,
No, I
also-
kind of think
Actually-
Charity needs to walk in the see
She
that
does
in
need
the
to see
bed.
that.
Yeah. How
Oh,
yeah,
I
I'm still
would
mad
be-
that I'm still mad they got divorced.
Yeah.
Not in the house.
Yeah.
Like, well,
I mean,
they're
anywhere,
they're
there's so many
divorced,
rooms too
so
in the
whatever.
There is
But,
a lot of rooms.
I think Basie's setting Jacob up too. I think
so,
Basie,
too.
like,
He's too calm. He's too, calm
in
this
the
church is for you.
situation.
No.
And then eventually Jacob's gonna be like, well, I'm out. It's like, you can't be out because
your name's on this
your
paper.
name's on this paper.
Actually,
you know, all this other
your
stuff.
name's on
You watched me
everything.
gamble. You
Yeah.
came to these poker games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the same way how Mac blackmailed the deputy.
deputy,
yeah.
Like Basie's doing that same thing. It's like, now I have you in the pot. Like, that's what's so frustrating to me
Yeah.
about Jacob. It's like he doesn't see that stuff. So, whew.
That was a good episode.
I know it was. Okay.
Yeah, Greenleaf.
Yeah, Greenleaf.
I'm really upset about. I don't like these mid-season things, but anyways, I digress.
Well, at least we got one more before that.
This too shall pass.
Okay, Bishop.
God is good.
Good God
All
is
the
good
time.
All the time.
Every day.
Basie, don't stop. See, we have like all these.
Basie don't. Honey Badger. Honey Badger Basie.
So where can everybody find you guys?
You guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
And my name is Raquel Harris. You can find me on all social media at Raquel Harris TV.
Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Shaka Strong.
Ooh.
Hey.
You can find me on everything as well at TK Trinidad. Keep your comments coming, all that good stuff. We really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for rocking with us. I think the first episode was a little bit rocky, but
We made it
Shaka.
too.
Yeah, we've been
We're family now.
Yeah.
We're family now.
We got
We're
you.
together.
We're family now in the comments.
Y'all did right.
Yes.
Y'all was checking for us.
You guys are our people.
It's what she's saying, right?
Yeah. So we will see you guys next week.
And
Bye,
bye.
guys.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio, Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
From executives
The views
Kevin
expressed
Undergaro,
here are those of
Dario
the host
Kristen,
only and do
Tiana
not
Hobson.
necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.